Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel and to another episode of my sunscreen review series. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Roche-Posay Anthelios Clear Skin Sunscreen SPF 60. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel as well as hit the notification bell. That way you know every time I upload a video and you join the fam. I make beauty, lifestyle, and skincare videos, and I hope you will stick around. Jumping right into the review, this is actually the very first product that I'm testing out by La Roche-Posay. I know that they are known for being recommended by dermatologists, and their products tend to be fragrance-free as well as paraben-free. Another thing I've noticed about the brand is they tend to be on the more expensive side of a drugstore skincare brand. In fact, this drugstore skincare brand tends to be more in line with the pricing of the higher-end sunscreens that I use. For this one in particular, you get 1.7 ounces, and I paid $20, and you can get it for $20 on either the Ulta site or Amazon. And just to compare it to the Bondi Sands sunscreen that I reviewed a couple months ago, in that one you get 2.53 ounces, and I paid $10 for that one at Walgreens. This sunscreen has an SPF rating of 60, which is actually the highest SPF rating of all of the sunscreens I've reviewed on my channel so far. This particular sunscreen is a chemical sunscreen as well. Now, there are a lot of sunscreens in the La Roche-Posay line. This one in particular is actually aimed towards people with acne-prone or oily skin. So if you've been on my channel for a little while, then you know I actually have dry skin, and to be honest, I didn't really do much research before I picked this one in particular out. But I'm actually glad that I did, because I want to show a range of sunscreens on this channel, not ones that I know will necessarily work for my skin type. Plus, I have found things in the past that are geared towards oily skin and acne-prone skin, and I still really like them and they work for me. Some more of the claims include it being non-comedogenic, paraben-free, oil-free, oxybenzone-free, and octinoxate-free, allergy-tested, and it says it's a dry touch face sunscreen formula that leaves skin with a matte finish. Some standout ingredients include perlite and silica to help absorb excess oil and reduce the appearance of shine. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in so you can see how it applies, and then I will show you how it looks under makeup and give you my final thoughts. All right, so here we are all zoomed in, and here's how my skin looks before. All right, and here we go. Now, as I'm applying this, I'd like to mention that I had a comment that said that chemical sunscreens will never leave you with a white cast, and I would just like to say that is not true, especially for people with more melanated skin. There definitely have been some sunscreens that leave a bit of a white cast, and I think maybe you misunderstand what we mean by a white cast. It doesn't necessarily mean that like we're looking at opaque, like white pigment on the face, but just when it alters your skin tone at all, makes it paler, makes it more white, closer to that opaque type, it is a white cast, right? So here we can see that there's a slight white cast. It's not horrible, but you can tell that there is something on my skin. Also note, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of pilling when it comes to this product, so something to be aware of. Oh, also with fragrance, it just smells like sunscreen. All right, so that's how we are looking with the sunscreen. Like I said, you can see a slight white cast. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup, and then I'll be back to show you how it wears under makeup, and I will give you my final thoughts. Alrighty, I'm back and I did my makeup, and here is how the sunscreen looks underneath. So like I said earlier, there was a little bit of pilling, but definitely not something that you can't manage, but you know, something to notice. I think overall it looks pretty good under makeup. I do think the fact that it dried down matte did have an effect on how my foundation looks. I think my foundation looks a little bit drier than it would if I didn't use this sunscreen. All right, now I'm going to zoom out and give you my final thoughts. Overall, when it comes to this sunscreen, I think it's meh. It's not bad, it's not great. As you saw, the white cast was there, but not terrible. For my dry skin personally, it's not terrible, but not great, not ideal. And it is on the pricier side for a drugstore sunscreen in comparison to ones that I've already tried and enjoyed. Now, if you happen to not mind a little bit of a white cast, you know you're gonna throw makeup on anyways, but you have oily skin, this might be definitely worth looking into. It definitely dried down matte, but not to the point that it was uncomfortable. And like I said, it did alter the finish of my foundation, but not so much so that like I'm ready to rip it off right now. In fact, the Australian Gold Tinted Moisturizer dried down more matte than this did. I am interested to try other sunscreens by La Roche-Posay. If you have any that you've tried by them that you really enjoy, please list it down in the comments so I can check them out for myself. Overall, I'm not gonna say this is a dud though. I will still continue to use it. In fact, I'll probably end up passing this one on to my husband just because it has a higher SPF rating and he does work outside and he's not gonna mind a white cast. That is if it even shows up on him. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. This wraps up my thoughts on the La Roche-Posay Anthelios Clear Skin Sunscreen. I would love it if you would leave a comment down below and also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope you will stick around and watch more of my videos, and I'll have some linked here at the end of the video. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thanks again for watching. Bye.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same, yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama.